Hello everyone, I'm back again. Yes, I'm wearing the same clothes. It's literally like a minute after the last video. I do them both at the same time, so I've got the rest of the week to work on book stuff, so keeps me out of trouble if no tells. If you want an update on the hubby, if you watch the beginning of the Logan video, it'll give you a bit of an update, but he's doing well. So that's good. Then we also have the fact that while I've been on an unplanned hiatus, a few things have happened. Some of them I will address further on the line. The two that are the more recent that I'm going to touch on this week, one I've already done, which was Wednesday's video, which is Logan Paul, and today is about Tanacon. Now, I've watched all Shane's videos on this, and I've watched Phil's videos, and I'd probably say I side more with Phil than I do with Tana, or Shane. Now, not to say I don't respect Shane, because most of you know I do respect Shane. However, when he was doing the video with Tana, he didn't push her as hard as I would have done. He was more bothered about consoling her and making her feel a little bit better, and the whole fact that Tana was getting hysterical, I don't know whether I believe that or not. I don't know. But the major issue with this is what happened is, because over the last couple of years Tana's not been treated very well with VidCon, she decided, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a competitor to VidCon. So she did Tanacon on the same weekend and down the street from VidCon. Now, everything about this went wrong. First of all, they had 2 months to plan it. You would not leave 2 months to plan an event that's supposed to house 5,000 people. You just wouldn't. She employed a company that she said her friends had warned her against using. Well, next time listen to your friends. She was basically saying, I want this, and this. And then, according to her, he was saying, yeah, we can do it, and then it never happened. She never provided evidence that she'd requested all this. She never provided proof that she'd requested all this. Which, what I would have liked Shane to have done is, in a separate video, actually put down, here's the emails, obviously redacting actual email addresses and things like that, between the two parties, Tana and I forgot what the other guy was called, from Good Times, something or other, of the emails where she says what she wants in the goodie bags, where she says what she wants at the thing. Yes, they did show evidence of her saying, videos of her saying, the venue was also, the venue holds 1,000, but they said that's like a rough number. But if a venue holds 1,000 legally, they generally don't go more than 10 or 15% more than that, because then you get into health and safety concerns. So them saying that they were planning on selling 5,200 tickets. They held it in one of the hottest places in America, on one of the hottest days. So, and then they got surprised when people were sunburnt. There was no water, there was no refreshments, there was no food. People were actually getting people to bring them water, and then they were sharing it between people from other places. And the plain simple fact that this entire event was basically a shit show. The actual location was not big enough. Nowhere near big enough. Not even a little bit big enough. It is vastly big enough. Then you've also got the fact that it was planned poorly. Tana says she requested the VIP bags to be filled with all these bits and pieces. There was a few stickers, a lanyard, a condom and a few others bits. And then you have the fact that she said she requested refreshments and food to be available. Never happened. Now, a lot of the issues relate to the fact that when the planning process was taking part, she was on holiday, she was off doing stuff with Bella, which is fine. However, if you are planning an event that big, you have to at least be present in some of the meetings and present enough to know what's going wrong and what's going right. She should have known. If that had been me, as soon as VidCon pissed me off last year, I said, right, fuck you, I'm going to run my own. And then what I would have done is I would have researched my companies, because this guy that owns Good Times, whatever, he manages a few of the people she knows, and they said that he's a bit of a dick. And she said she should have listened. And it's like, well, if people are telling you that he's a bit of a dick, then don't work with him and find somebody else. But because she did it with 2 months beforehand, she fucked herself over. If she'd have done it, she'd have said after VidCon last year, fuck you, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. And then she'd have started planning at that point. There wouldn't have been an issue. Everything would have been planned, everything. Now, if they decided, right, we're going to hire the room, the Marriott, plus ring fence the car park, but have enough gazebos and shelters for people to go under, with free sunscreen, free water, so that people aren't sweltering in the heat. There was hardly anything there from what I could see. She'd get people to come to the events and the meet and greets and things, but people would be in and then there'd be 4,000 outside. And people are trying to say that there was 20,000 or 30,000. No. Not a chance. I've seen 30,000 people, and what was in that car park plus what was in the building does not equate to 20,000. The police actually said at most it was 5. There was supposedly a number of free tickets sold. Nobody has come forward saying they had a free ticket. Everybody said that they either had a normal ticket, a creator's ticket, or they had a normal ticket, or their VIP tickets. There was no queues. Basically, everybody was just in this big group. There was no queues for what type of ticket you had. There was no queues for, you know, if you have a creator's ticket, you go through this section. If you have a blah blah blah, it was just an absolute free for all. It was a fucking mess. The fact that these people stood out in the sun, got fucking skin, their skin was red, raw and painful. It's like, yeah, I hand it to Shane for doing the video, and I hand it to Shane for putting some of the evidence out there that didn't make Tana look good. Like the video of her saying, having people outside or wait. She said, yeah, but I only wanted them to wait out 10, 15, 20 minutes, not all day. And he's like, yeah, but if you have a venue that at most holds just over 1,000 people, and you sell over 5,000 tickets, where's the math? There is no math at all. The security was pretty much non-existent. The security wasn't even vetted. And considering what's happened in previous years with things like Christina Grimmie and, you know, stalkers getting a little bit too close to people, security should have been important. But Tana, although she said she was involved, she wasn't. If she'd have been involved enough, she would have known that half the stuff she wanted wasn't getting put in place. And I'm going to point this out, the Gabby Show, she did a tour, and she had 2 months to do just a t-shirt run. She had a nightmare, but she had a 2 months t-shirt run, and she was highly involved in it. And the only reason why it got messed up is because the company was fucked and fucked it up. Now, she seemed more bothered about the fact that she couldn't get these t-shirts done for a tour than Tana was about this whole VidCon, this whole Tanacon. Now, if she uses a better company next year and it's planned better and it's a better location, then fine. But holding in a hotel instead of a conference centre or a place that's actually built for these things an exhibition centre, anything like that, then you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you've got to think about safety, security. You've got to think about numbers. You have to think about the experience, the safety of not just the creators but for the people that are attending, and none of that was taken into account at all. And if I was Tana, I would literally be refunding people out of my own pocket. I'm not Tana. I don't have the money that she has. She has a sizable fortune. She can do it. She's got the money, and apparently she says that she invested in it. She said, the guy said no, she didn't, and then she said, well, no, I invested my time, and it's like, well, clearly not, because just before the event you were fucking on holiday. So you can't have it both ways. You're saying that you were involved in the planning, but several days before the event you weren't even in the fucking country. Next time, get a company that knows what they're doing. Give yourself more than 2 months and actually use your brain. Then again, she doesn't have that much of a brain. It's like, I like the idea of the whole fuck you VidCon, because the whole VidCon experience isn't what it used to be, apparently. I don't know. Do you mind? And a lot of people get pissed because VidCon is more for, I don't know, it's more hoity-toity, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and things like that, and there's a lot of issues. I get that. They are screwing over people that have been contributors for years, over new people like the Pauls, who are, and it's like, we had this with the whole thing that we had in the UK last year. And with the whole Hello World thing, where that was planned badly. Granted, not this bad, but it was planned badly. So if anybody wants to do a convention like this, then learn from the experts, learn from the people who do Comic-Cons, who do VidCons, who do playlists, who do Summer in the City. Learn from those, not from the idiots that do fucking Hello World and Tanacon, because they're absolute jokes. Just my opinion. Right, I'm going to get these edited so that I can get them up and then they're done, so I've got the rest of the week to work on books. So, I'm going to bugger off and get that done. So stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you next week.